close these files. Now come out from the basic folder and create another folder. Come out from the basic folder and create another folder here under the SRC. Under the SRC, create the next folder called hooks. Hooks. Folder name is hooks. In that, we will be implementing the functional component. Yeah, hooks. Folder name is hooks. Hooks folder is ready. Now under the hooks folder, we will create a file hook1.js. 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 Inside that, we'll follow import React. We are importing the main library. Why? Because you have to use many functionality, and those functionalities, some functionality we have to write our own, some functionality we will be importing directly from the React. So in that case, the React library must have to call, comma, use state from React. Now use state is a predefined function of React. Okay. Use state is a predefined function of React that come under the hooks. Using that, what we are going to do, let us say const hook1 or we can write like this, my hook1 equal to return a division class name my container We'll follow the H1. State management. Use state. Simple example. Down below, export default my hook one. Now let's go to the app.js file, link this file, give as a hook one. Give the path as a hook one. Okay, hope you call this into the app.js file. So what is the component name? My hook one, and it is coming from the hooks folder. File name is hook. You can create a link here. Hook one. One. Hook ready. This is loading or not? Hook one link is generated. If you click on that, the page will load. State management, use state. Simple example. Okay. Now let's come to the hook one.js file. Since morning they were not there, I started breaking now. Come in this file before implementing the use state. Understand use state, what is that and what it will come in that. Okay. So here before function, you have to understand this point that is called array destructuring. Array destructuring. Use state is based on array destructuring method. Destructuring method. Create a variable. Create a variable called city equal to city name. Is created. If you want to print the Mumbai, how you can print? How to print the Mumbai? Directly I'm asking. Suppose if you want to print the Mumbai here, what you will write?
City of one.
City of one.
One.
City of one will give the Mumbai. City of one will give Mumbai. True, there is no problem in that. Okay, next after that, you can see here Mumbai is coming. But suppose this array is written here inside the page below. Suppose this page become a 1000 lines. Okay, page will become too long, and this variable is defined in the beginning. Okay, this variable array is defined in the beginning, and page will become too long. You are writing the code at the end of the page. You want to see where is the Bangalore. Bangalore is on which position. You have to go in the beginning and you have to see where is the Bangalore. You will come to know Bangalore is on first position, 0 position. If you want to print the Pune, you will come again to this line and you will count 0, 1, 2, 3. You will come to know Pune is available on second position. The array destructuring method says like instead of printing as a position wise, directly you can print as a name wise also. You can print directly as a Bangalore. If you print Bangalore, it will give the value as a Bangalore. If you print as a Mumbai, it will give the value as a Mumbai. So how that will happen? So first you understood the problem. What is the problem? If the page length is very long, then person want to print the Pune. He has to come up. He has to see where is the Pune. He has to count 0, 1, 2, 3. After that only he can print the Pune. Directly he cannot print the Pune. Okay. So there we have to do like this. Let's come now. Avoid that position and finding the array, searching the element and printing. Apart from that, we have other solution. Solution is what? Create a const here. Const square bracket equal to city. City. Next, after that, under this, whichever the values are stored, copy and paste here and remove the double quotes. Okay, hope ready. Now see, inside the city, how many elements? 4 elements. Now the all the elements of city you are assigning to another array. This is the list of constants. Okay, this becomes a list of constants. Now it will follow the sequence. Bangalore is in the first position. It will go to the variable called Bangalore. Mumbai is in the second position. It will go to the Mumbai. Pune will go to the Pune. Kolkata will go to the Kolkata. Now you don't need to print the position. Directly inside the page, print this one. Call it a Mumbai. Mumbai is not a element of the array. It becomes an element of the array. It's become a constant. Where here you have Mumbai, it is the element of the array. But the second line Mumbai, it is not element. It's a constant. It's a variable line. So that we can print here easily. We can go here and we can print here directly as a Pune. Okay, ready? Next check now. Pune is printing or not? Pune is printing. This is called array D structure. Now suppose Kolkata is on which position? Last. So here Kolkata we have written. It is not necessary it should be only Kolkata. It can be anything. ABC. Now ABC coming on which position? Last position. What is the value of last position? For example, Kolkata. Kolkata will go to the ABC. So we can come down and use a P tag. Under the P tag, ABC. Check now. Printed. ABC, what is printing? Kolkata. Now suppose come down. See the another situation. Which variable?
When you're
This one. Full case sensitive. Pune. P is capital.
नहीं sir,
Hmm.
B capital भी दे सकते हैं sir.
Here. Anything. I have written ABC, no? It can be anything.
मेरे ऊपर sir, नहीं sir, small letter में ही होना चाहिए.
Nothing like that. It can be anything. Capital, small, your this. Okay. Now see, we'll create another variable. F name, and we'll create a variable called my name. Go here. Assign like XYZ. XYZ. So under the XYZ, there should be how many values now? One value or two value? XYZ, there should be two value. Then only first will go to the first and second will go to the second. In case only one value is there, where it will go? If in case only one value is there under XYZ, where it will go? It will go to the F name. Now let me come here. Const XYZ equal to Ramesh. XYZ equal to Ramesh, and second parameter as a change name. Change name. Now, if you have understood, then what is under the F name? F name will be Ramesh. All are clear? What will be under the F name? Next, after that, what will be under the my name?
Change name function.
My name,
What change name returns, that will be in my name.
change name.
Returns, no? That will be in my name.
Change name will go to the my name. So my name will become as a function. Inside the my name, what is coming? Inside the my name, change name is going to come. Change name will assign to the my name. So indirectly my name become as a function. Ramesh is the first parameter. So here what is the first parameter? F name. Complete in the same manner. Use state is also going to work. Okay, use state is also going to work in the same manner. Now let me show you what is going to come under the use state. Console.log use state. Okay, hope written console.log. Let's come to the browser. We will do the inspect element. And under the inspect element, we will see what is going to come. Come to the console and we'll reload the page. Change name is not defined, no problem. We have written here just for understanding purpose only. So I will comment this 2 line. You can also comment those 2 lines. Okay, commented. Hmm. We have made some mistake inside. Use state console.log we have written outside of the function. We cannot route outside. We have to write inside the function. Console.log, you write inside the function, not outside of the function. Okay, so written where? Inside the function. Now there should not be any error. Okay, so hope you can see console.log we have given under the function, and under the console.log what we are calling use state. Now let me go here under my page. If I run the file, you can see here in use state console.log we have made. Is it printing something? Console.log 2 places has come. Now in this console.log when we have made look at this. How many parameters are coming in this? 2. First is undefined and second is F for function. Okay, now where it is coming from, look at the code. So this console.log we have written a function called use state. If you look at here, use state is returning data in the form of array and how many elements? 2 elements. First element is the undefined and the second element is function, right? Undefined and function. Down also here, if you click on the link, it will show you. At 0 position is undefined and at 1 position there is called function. Hope it's clear. Use state will return how many parameter? 2. First is undefined, and second is function. Undefined and function. Now let me go here. If I use this line as we have written here, f name, my name, and equal to use state. Use state. Now from the use state, how many parameters is going to come? 2. First one was undefined and second one is function. So f name, what will be the value of f name? The value of f name will be undefined
Undefined.
because the first parameter was undefined. What will be the value of my name? My name will be a
Function.
function, right? Function only do. So indirectly from the use state, how many parameter comes? 2 parameter. Remember, like parrot. Use state return how many parameter? 2 parameter. First is undefined, second one is function. Now suppose again in use state how many parameter? 2 parameter. This will go to the first parameter or second parameter. I have given 100 now under the use state. Where it will go? It will go to first parameter or second parameter.
First parameter.
First will go to first here. If you give comma second, then only it will go to second. So we given the 100. So by default, what was the value? By default, the first parameter was undefined. Now it is not undefined. What we given? We given as a 100. That becomes a default value. Default value for which variable? F name variable. Now f name becomes a variable and my name becomes a function. Inside the f name by default undefined was coming. Now from the use state at first position instead of sending as a undefined we send as a 100. So the value of f name should be 100. Function is a still function. In function we have not touched anything. Okay. Now come down and check really f name is holding 100 or not. F name really is holding 100 or not. Save now. Go to your browser. It should display the 100. Right, so 100.
Yes.
So default value is 100, sure, right? So use state return to parameter. First parameter is by default undefined. Second parameter will be as a function. In case if you want to give some default value, you can pass under the use state. That will be a default value for your variable. Other way you can remember, the first parameter is a variable and second parameter is a function. In this variable, if you want to send anything, you can pass from here. But again, question will be if you are passing from here, why it is going to the first, why not going to the second? Then you can explain this one, array destructuring. Saying like since the use state will return the two parameter, whereas first is nothing by default, so it will be undefined. So instead of showing somewhere undefined, we pass as a default value. That is where under the use state. Other way also you can explain variable and function. Variable is the first parameter, second one is a function, and the use state is giving the initial value. This is called what? Initial value. This is called what? A variable. This is called what? Is a function. Now under this variable, by default is 100. If you want to increase the value of that variable, you cannot increase directly. You have to increase through this function only. Which function? Might. Function name will be your wish. Variable name will be your wish. But under the variable, if you want to do any changes, you cannot change it directly. Okay, you have to change through what? Function only. So my name function is responsible to do the changes under the fname variable. No other can change. If other can change, it will not reflect in the browser. Changes will happen, but it will not come in the browser. Okay, so that is called as a use state. It's part of state management. Okay, and completely backbone of the React. Okay, your entire React functionality will be extending on that only. That is called as a use state under the functional component. Okay, and similar way we have one more function called set state under the class component. Here we have called use state, and in the class we have called state. But पढ़ो तो first to attend some classes, then we'll come to know. Okay, why you are creating the use state? You have created the variable as of now, right? In that variable you store some value. Let's see, remaining automatically will get the answer. Your question will convert into answer automatically. Okay, calm down.
If I pass this,
कहाँ पे? Yes, yes, always, always. For every, suppose in your React project, you are creating the 20 variables. So you have to create 20 lines. For each variable, one function. For each variable, one function. And under the particular variable, only their related function only can change the value. Suppose this is the variable name is called fname. Inside the fname, if you want to do any changes, other cannot do, only who can do? My name. For example, let me show you some project. People are working in that room. They have given me one set of the code yesterday. That folder. Okay, it is here in the download somewhere. Yesterday folder. Suppose I go on to the doctor module, doctor booking slot. Can you see here? Using the same user state. Some places we are creating array, some places we are assigning as a string. So here you can see MSG is a variable, update MSG is the function. And by default, what is the value of MSG? Empty. Here you can see absent is the variable. Update absent is the function. What is the default value? Array. Instead of undefined, it says a array. Look at here. Start date is something. Update is something. What is that? By default, is a empty. Look at here. List slots is what? Variable. Update slot is what? Function. What is the initial value? Array. So use state is going to help you in all the way. Okay, use state is going to help you in all the way to handle what? The data in state. Now, how and where it is going to work? Let's come to the code. We'll understand from there. If I go here and display the F name, hopefully I should also see the 100 digit. What is it? Process is not defined. What is uncalled process? Okay, so when it comes here, you can see how much is there. 100. Now under that 100, if you want to change the value, because variable will be there, maybe by default empty, or maybe by default some value, right? In case if you want to change the value, how to change? So for that, the function is responsible, that is called my name. Okay, so let's make it meaningful. Okay, change the variable name as a meaningful. Suppose I will go here and I will change here call my name, not my name, something else. Counter. This will be called as a update counter. What is the default value? Variable is not necessarily should be counter up. It can be your name and your something. Okay. Variable name, function name is completely your own wish, anything. Now counter we need to print below. Counter we print below. If we want to change the value of, counter variable, if you want to change the value of counter variable, only the function is responsible, that is called update counter. Right, come down below, write a button. Write a button. In the button I will write click to plus by 5 and click to minus by 5. Click to plus by 5, click to minus by 5. Now you are going to create a function. First write a function here. Const 1 equal to okay, it should be inside the function, it should not be outside. It should be inside the main function. You should not have it out of the main function. Okay, now inside this function, we'll keep a alert. Alert. Oh, alert. Keep a high. On click. On click C will be capital. Call the function one. This is the way you can call the function in React. On click equal to directly function name. No need to follow any branch. Okay, work written, button click. Are we getting the alert? Alert is coming. Okay. Next, after that, so this is the way you are going to call the button function. On click C will be capital within flower bracket function name. Here alert was coming. What is our target? Target is to increase the value of counter. But counter you cannot touch directly. You have to go through their function. Okay. Function is responsible to change the value of variable. Counter function will call here. And inside the counter value function, we will pass current value is how much? Counter plus 5. Okay, button click, anything is happening. So whenever you change the value of this counter variable, automatically it will reflect in the browser. If it is not a use state variable, this variable has come from where? Use state. Okay, if it is not use state variable, if it is a direct variable, it will not change the value here in the browser. See here. So when I click here, let reload once. Happening. If it is a normal variable without a state, without use state, it will not change immediately. Okay, so it will keep checking in your current page. As soon as the state variable got changed, this return will happen again and again and again. Okay, whenever any changes will happen under the state variable, so counter becomes a state variable. Update counter becomes a state function. Okay, and then after that, in count state variable, whenever changes will happen, your return will execute again and again. Return whatever we have here, return, it will execute, it will call again and again. Now suppose value is 100, you click on button, counter becomes a 105. As soon as the changes will happen, React will say, okay, return, you call again. So when the return will call again, what will happen? The new value of counter will display. Right here a function 2. Same you can copy. -5. Okay, so function 2 will help you to do increment by -5. Now first button click will increase the value. Second button will decrease the value. Please check once. Let me know also. Working, not working. Okay, so hope it is happening for everyone. You are able to do plus and minus. Now let's go here, understand the next point. Understand the next point. Next point is, suppose we want to display here somewhere. I clicked here once, again I click, again I click, again I click. Here also we click again. Total how many times we click? Again we have to create a counter variable something, and every click we need to increase by 1, and whenever we click on button, it will display somewhere, it will keep updating from there. You may think like it's why we are playing with ABCD. It's not meaningful. This is only meaningful. If you understand this, then you can able to do something next. Okay. Come now. So create a variable here. Similar way. Constant I. Not I. Total click. Total click. Update click. Use state 0. Total click, update click as a 0. Now come down. We want to change the value of total click. Which function we need to call? Which function will call? To do,
Update click.
to do the changes in the total click, which function we need to call?
Update click.
Total click plus 1. Here also you do total click plus 1. Now come down below and display the total click. total click is total click. Now, once you click on that, total click is 0. Okay, done. Now, so we understood use state. What is the use of use state? It used to create the variable that will be called a state variable. Whenever we do any changes under the state variable, it will reflect in the browser without any changes. Come down. Next example, we can create a hook2.js file. Create next file hook2.js. Create one more component, hook2.js file, print inside hi, and just call under the app.js. 2 is ready. Yet add a list. Delete using use state. Create one array here. Const item list update item use state item list. This is an array, so you can pass here now some value. So this data gone to the state variable. Anyone can reply in chat how to print banana? Which three? How to print the banana? Item is 3. Think then speak no. As a developer, without thinking, without understanding the line, you said 3. Where is the apple? Which position? Mango?
First.
1. Banana is on 2. You are saying 3. Company will throw directly from the 10th floor to ground floor. They will not have any steps, no lift. Directly they'll take out from the window and throw go. Okay. It is available on 2 position. Okay. But we are not going to write directly is a 2 position. Oh yeah, that was just for your checking purpose. Where are you? Item list dot map. Item list dot map. Name of the item. Index of the item. Return. P tag. Print their index. Dot. Print the name. Hope we are calling this file under the app.js file. This file is linked with the routing. Checklist is coming now. We'll come to the app.js file. My hook 2 we will import here. Now we can check the page should load. And it should display the list of elements available inside the array. All the details are listed here. So day before yesterday, I have advised to set up two project. That is there or not? Project is there, two project. In that yesterday you have implemented the routing. Whoever will hide the problem will become cancer one day. Keep in mind. If will not implement, then what will happen? Definitely will ask when is the next batch for React. That day I will say there is no batch for React. So repeat twice, thrice. Follow the instruction. What was the instruction? One, the class project is going on. In home, don't touch anything in this. Project number 2, you must do after the class, similar functionality. Project number 3, you must do today evening or tomorrow before coming to class. Okay. Similar functionality. I am adding here call item, you add book. Okay. I'm displaying their counter by 5, you display by 20, increase by 20. Okay. I added here product home something. Similar way you create home about us, contact us, login register. Okay. So that is important part to do. Okay. If you are not doing, then you are doing mistake. Keep in mind. Okay. So small problems will combine. Tomorrow will become a big problem. But today small problem, one point is not able to understand. If you practice 2 times, 3 times, it will be clear for you. Then tomorrow it will not become a big problem. Okay. So follow the instruction. It will be helpful for you. If it's not follow, then there will be loss for you. You will be confused somewhere. Okay. The way of learning is that only after class we should practice 1 time, 2 time. Again before class also we should practice 1 time, 2 time. That will increase your lot of confidence level and it will help you a lot. Okay. Okay, then tomorrow we'll learn how to input the value. This is as of now output. It is only output, right? It is only output. Next, we will create a form here in this page and we'll enter the value, click on save button. It will get appended under the array and it will display. Then this as of now you display this one directly in the paragraph. We will display in table. We will display in table with the delete button, add button. Add will have a form. So it will be complete saving, listing, deleting. And again, once time will come, we'll guide you edit also how to edit that. Okay. But your practice is important. Maybe by mistake or by some other work we have not done till here. So today also at least sit that, and then whichever the functionality we have done in this project, you must complete in the, you're not in one project, 2 projects. Okay, do that. And then video you get for that purpose only. If you get confusion, follow the videos. All videos are there in the YouTube, and follow from there.